Hey, I'm Kye. I've been watching YouTube for a long time, practically my entire life, and I never not once thought about making YouTube videos until now. So this is my attempt in doing that. That's probably gonna fail miserably, but yeah. So I'm at my office right now where I'm working on Athena now at APAC AI, and essentially Athena is a hyper intelligent real time companion that helps you save time, make prosperous decisions, and just help you live a better life in any possible manner. And yeah, so essentially APAC is still in its infancy. We do have around 22,000 early access signups, and it's just me on the team right now. And yeah, I'm working like 18 hours a day trying to make this happen. But engineering and being, if you are a CEO, engineering is not something that you could do all day, and that's a big problem. So dilemmas, try to find what dilemmas are holding you down in life and try to maneuver them. That's a lesson that I could provide to you from my troubles now. So this is APAC AI side, and then another side, we have the infancy. We have APAC farming in its infancy. So APAC farming is a farming company. We want to mass produce hyper organic food on a scale that is unimaginable. We want to feed the world amazing food, and food that is cheap, stupendously cheap. And it's actually crazy that if you go to a Whole Foods, you go to Fresh Market, if you go to any of these extremely fresh supermarkets, they're all pretty expensive. All of them. All of them are expensive. Every single one of them. You cannot buy these. This pack of oats right here was like kind. I mean, they're an amazing brand, but wow, man, they're expensive. It was like $5. That's a lot. You see, the reason why McDonald's and all of these big fast food companies are so big is because they're economical. They're cheap. People like cheap shit. Not in, like shit that's bad, but I'm categorizing things. Yeah. So essentially the way I think to change another thing, you essentially become what you eat. If you eat bad food, I'm not saying you're a bad person, but your cognitive plasticity is definitely not going to be on the level of the magnitude of someone who's eating vegetables, chicken, oatmeal, like good food. So that's what's going on in APAC farming. I have a couple of ideas, all relating to maximizing produce per square foot. And essentially what APAC farming is going to do, we're going to build these massive, colossal vertical farms in centers of urban cities. And we are going to maximize every single microscopic square foot. We are going to maximize produce per square foot, and then we are going to deliver straight to the consumer. And what that does is, well, it not only allows us to bypass the distributors and the stores, and when food sit in stores, it's actually diluted. Okay, it's just sitting there, flies are coming around, it's not very, very healthy for food to just be sitting with oxygen and the air diluting its purity. So yeah, the vision for APAC farming is essentially feed the world with vertical farms, robots, and AI. And here, what I have here, I'm going to be. I don't like GMOs. GMOs are really bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to optimize the nutrients that plants consume. Because like I said, you are what you consume. So I'm going to build a little dome, like a dome, a plastic box. And there's going to be a bunch of sensors and an AI model that manages it. It's going to be an AI farmer, essentially. And yeah, the nutrients that these plants consume is going to be managed by the AI. And the AI is going to produce these nutrients at the precise point in time where that plant is in need of that nutrient. So let me give you an example. You're growing tomatoes, or if you're growing tomatoes, you need, I forgot what macronutrients they need. The point is, plants need specific forms of nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, at specific points of the day and throughout their life. If they don't get these nutrients, they're not going to be fresh. They could be genetically modified to be the size of this room right now, but they're not going to be very nutritious per nanometer, whatever. So, yeah. And yeah, that's what's going on. I don't think anybody's going to watch this, but if they do, and this happens, well, hopefully I can get to feed you real food and save you a bunch of time in life through Athena. And yeah, thanks for your time.